Today we will be going through the painstaking process of pulling apart a boiler heat exchanger and cleaning it. This one right here is an oil boiler. It's actually a pretty old unit. Hydrotherm is the name of the company. And this one's been plugging away for quite a while. I replaced this fuel line not too long ago because it was pinched off really bad right here. To clean the heat exchanger, what you have to do is remove the exhaust usually, and then you can take apart the top and get into the heat exchanger. You can actually tell this unit has been cleaned before because someone has already cut this tin with a tin snip on either end, which makes it easier for us because we can just lift these out of here. So it looks like they did build this with cleaning in mind. I just removed the section of chimney, and you can see down in there that it is pretty plugged up with soot. So you're going to lose a lot of efficiency, and it's also going to be more dangerous because there'll be a lot of carbon monoxide being formed along with your heat. These plates on here aren't even screwed anywhere. They just lift off and can be set aside with the insulation. And then I think that this whole piece lifts off, but we're going to get a cardboard spot to set it on or something because it'll be really dirty. I wear gloves while I do this because the soot is hard to clean off your hands and it's potentially not very healthy. So yeah, you can see that there's a lot of soot piled up through there. I think the next thing that we're going to do is pull the burner out so that we can suck up the soot that drops down while we're cleaning it, and then we'll suck off this stuff that's easily accessible with our shop vac. And this is one of the instances where I do recommend wearing a mask is while you're working with this sort of stuff. So I have a mask that I'm going to put on in a minute. Just took apart the old burner. You can see it's before they used like coil springs. Nowadays the burners all have a coil spring coming down. Back then they used these flat terminals and these flat springs. So this is the nozzle that actually goes in, and we're going to be replacing that nozzle to make sure it's putting the right number of gallons out per minute, and we'll be able to vacuum up all the soot that drops down in there with just this open. I don't want to risk taking apart those bolts because I don't think we'd be able to get them back together. These are the brushes that we use for cleaning the heat exchanger, and they just clean it all off, but you can see a little bit of fine dust gets made when you do that, which is why I'm going to put on my mask and use the vacuum while I'm brushing to catch it, pull it in, and catch it in that filter. So got the heat exchanger pretty much clean. I pushed the brush this direction as far as I could in this row, and this row. And then I went the other way, this direction. That does mean that sometimes there's a little bit down toward the bottom that you can't get all the way out, but most of the solids condense up here, so it's actually pretty clean. See good ways down in there that it's nice and clean. Maybe it'll work better with the camera light. Oh yeah. You can see that we got it cleaned up real good all down through there. So I finished putting the burner back together, and I put a new nozzle in it, and I went ahead and cleaned all the soot out of here, and out of the inside of this pipe. It was like, had a good 3/8 of an inch of soot on the whole thing. Now we're just gonna put it back together and light it up. Alright, we're now gonna restore power to the unit, and I think it's cold enough upstairs that it should start calling right away. There, you heard it light. This vent piping should get warm pretty quick. Yep, it's getting warm. So bright, hard to look at. Hydrotherm. And this one is a continuous spark ignition, so this coil, continuous duty, it just runs the whole time. This feels good and hot. And it looks like the damper is free to open and close as it needs to, so we're good to go on this happy thing. Just make sure that these pipes warm up good while I clean up, and that should be all. I did notice that the fins on the heat exchanger, a lot of them are like rusted off. Some of them are like almost gone. So it really is only a matter of time before this unit is going to have to be replaced. But they'll be able to get a couple more years out of it by cleaning it and changing that nozzle. Like I said before, we also changed this copper line not too long ago because it was pinched off, and then over there we put a new oil filter in, and the old one was really dirty. So now it's got good flow of oil, it has a clean nozzle, has a clean heat exchanger, so that's all we can really do for it as far as maintenance is concerned. Hot. Anyway, hope that you found this helpful, and I guess talk to you later.